What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Well, I just watched Tyson Fury versus Steve Cunningham, and it was actually more exciting than I thought it was going to be. As you guys know, the heavyweight division has been kind of scarce, if you will. I haven't been too big up on Tyson Fury, but let me just give you guys my analysis. His opponent was Steve Cunningham, a former cruiserweight who moved up to face Tyson Fury. He stepped up in weight class and both men showed heart, and both men showed that they came to fight. Tyson Fury did win the fight via KO in the seventh round, and like I said, it was more exciting than I expected. I was just watching it to pass the time. It's just a fight night for me in the man cave, and I'm getting ready for Canelo and Trout. So I watched it. It was on NBC. If you guys have cable, you should have been able to watch it. My assessment of the fight: Tyson Fury, I think he's a bit overrated. Him and David Price, they both have a huge fan base. They're rising stars in the UK, and I just think they're a tad bit overrated. Like I said, the heavyweight division hasn't made that much noise, so that's perhaps why. This dude is big though. He's 6'9". His opponent Steve Cunningham had like a 6-inch height disadvantage, and is a former cruiserweight. But Steve Cunningham was, and he's not even known for being a huge puncher, but he knocked Tyson Fury down in the second round, and Tyson Fury was able to weather that storm and come back. And about by the fifth round, his legs looked like they were fully intact. Tyson Fury, he just put a lot of pressure. He lost a point in the fight. I'm sorry, I don't have all the rounds memorized. I just watched it, and it wasn't a fight that I was scoring. It was just more or less something, like I said, I was watching to pass the time. The knockdown did occur in round two, and by round five, I would say Fury's legs were fully intact, and he was back to his game plan. He did, in the mid rounds, he lost a point for headbutting. And again, I think Tyson Fury's a little bit overrated. I think based on his gargantuan Goliath size, I think that's what really poses most of his problems for opponents. Personally, I think obviously this can't happen, but if he were to fight in another era with like the Mike Tysons or the Lennox Lewises, I think they would destroy him. I also see, as of right now, I see the Klitschko's destroying him. Again, this is a cruiserweight in Steve Cunningham, who wasn't known for being a huge puncher at cruiserweight, and he moved up in weight. He was outweighed by Tyson Fury, outweighed him by like 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 40 to 50 pounds, and he was 6 inches taller, and Steve Cunningham was still able to knock him down. So imagine the Klitschko's, who are tall themselves, 6'6", they would only be giving up maybe 3 inches in height, 3 to 5 inches or something like that, and they pack a punch as well, and they're seasoned veterans. So, like I said, I see the Klitschko's destroying this dude, but maybe not. Just this is just what I've seen. I haven't seen too many of his fights. I have seen some, including this one. I just see him. He's susceptible, but he weathered the storm. He got knocked down, and he was able to come back, get his legs intact, and do what he had to do to win. So that's really all you could ask of a fighter, to not lose it. You know what I mean? Don't go out that Amir Khan way or the old Amir Khan way where you get hurt and it's visible and you lose the fight because you don't fight smart from that time. I think he composed himself pretty good, and like I said, he did what he had to do to win. Another thing I notice about him, which makes me believe that it's more or less his size that poses the problems for fighters, is he doesn't really look technically sound. He just looks really awkward and big, and there were definite moments where I felt he was visibly frustrated, so he didn't know how to respond. He would just kind of hold and just do stuff. It didn't look like he was seasoned in there with at some moments, and he didn't know how to deal with certain things. Because at first, Steve Cunningham was giving him a lot of movement and a lot of angles, but just having someone that big, and that's pretty much what the commentators were saying, having someone that big laying on you, laying their weight and coming in and like weighing you down, and you're not normally fighting at heavyweight, it takes its toll. And ultimately, that's really what I think caused the KO in the seventh round. Not to take anything away from Fury, but I honestly believe that just having to keep someone so big off of you for so long, it just takes its toll. And especially if you're a cruiserweight and you're not necessarily used to that weight class, and you're not Like I said, at cruiserweight, Cunningham wasn't like Marquez or something. Like he's not like he was an elite fighter to me. So when Marquez moves up to weight to fight Pacquiao, you can see him give Pacquiao problems because he's a world class fighter. Um, like I said, it's good for Tyson Fury. He remains undefeated. I'd be anxious to see some future fights. Really, I want to see Deontay Wilder, the U.S. heavyweight prospect, versus Tyson Fury, just to see what happens. They're closer in height, and shit, make the fight happen. I'd be anxious to see. It's not much other action. I don't think they would feed Tyson Fury to the Klitschko's as of right now either. And Price is trying to avenge his loss to Thompson. So shit, make Wilder versus Tyson Fury. One thing I can say about Tyson Fury is he has a personality. He picked up the mic in the post interview and he started singing. It was pretty atrocious. As I walked in the passenger side and the ride, and I swear, like it was like Elmer Fudd meets Aaron Neville or some shit. Everybody play the fool. Now, and I feel like that's what it sounded like. It sounded like real shaky, but I mean the man just completed 7 heavyweight rounds, so I don't know. It was just kind of crazy that he started singing and NBC was just like rocking with it. But he has a personality. He was signaling like, "Come on." He talked a lot of shit, actually to the point where his fellow UK fighter Amir Khan was telling Tyson Fury, "Hey, you should chill with the trash talk." So he has an animated personality. He wants to entertain, so that's good. And we'll see what unfolds. That's really all I got to say about this fight. Let me know what you guys think. If you did see the fight, I'm sure it'll be on YouTube or some website soon enough. So let me know if you guys did watch it. Tyson Fury remains undefeated, 7 rounds, and it was ended in a KO. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Until next videos, Ego, signing off. Fuck.